Good morning, students. Welcome to Information Technologies. Today you are going to learn the first lesson in your IT book, that is Basic of Information Technology. So let's start. In these lessons, what are things you are going to learn? You are going to learn first definitions of IT and ICT. Then to understand concepts like data and information. Various concepts used under IT. So let's start. An introduction to IT, information technology. So what is information technology? The information technology has a great influence on all aspects of life. Almost all workplaces and living environments are being computerized, and the use of information technology is being enhanced. If you see any government sector as well as the private sectors, everywhere there is a information technology. Everywhere the computers are used, the works are done by using the computers. So without computer there is no any other sector, that may be private sector or the government sector. So every sector there is a information technology, there is a computer in that particular office. That's why the information technology has a great influence on all aspect of life. Almost all workplaces and living environments are being computerized, and the use of information technology is being enhanced. So let's see the definitions of IT. What is IT? So information technology encompasses all of the technologies that we use in order to create, collect, process, protect, and store informations. One more definitions is given of the ITs. It refers to hardware, software means the computer program, and computer network. The definitions of IT clearly is told to you that the technology we use in order to create, to collect, to process, to protect and store the informations, that technology called as the information technology. Also it is called as hardware and software and computer networks. So that is the definitions of information technology. Now let's see what is ICT. Definitions of information communication technology. The information communication technology, the concept involve transfer and use of all kind of informations. So ICT is the foundations of economy and a driving force of social changes in the 21st century. A distance is no longer an issue when it comes to access information. For example, work from home, distance learning, e-banking, and e-governance are now possible from any place with an internet connections and a computing device. Now this day you are also studying sitting at home. Many peoples are working from home. Without going physically to the bank, we can use the e-banking systems. We can use the e-governance systems. Now it is possible from any place with an internet connections and computing device. So that's called the information communication technology, and it involves all the transfers facility as well as all kind of informations. ICT also involve all whatever devices we are going to use, that all devices are coming into the informations and communication technology. Let's first preview two important concepts, that is data and information. So what is data and what is informations? So let's see what is data and informations. It is being said that the term data and informations are interchangeable and means the same things. However, they are not same, and there is a difference between the two words. That is, first one is data. Data can be any character, text, word, number, or raw fact. Means before processing, whatever things we are collecting, that also called as the raw material, that's called data. It can be any character, text, word, number, or raw fact. Then what is informations? Before going to the informations, let's see an example of data. See the example of data. Amber 1234 XYZ MG Road, Calcutta 91111848084. This is the data we have collected, but it does not have any meaning because this data is scrambled anywhere, anyhow it is placed. So it does not have any meaning. Means the things does not have any meaning, no result comes from this, that called as the data, also called as the raw material. But after arranging it in the proper manner, that called the informations. Now see what is informations. The informations, it is a data formatted in manner that allows it to be utilized by human being in some significant way. Let's say an example, the same example. At the top in the data how it is arranged, and in the example of information how it is arranged. Now see, here it is arranged first XYZ 1234 MG Road, Amber 84084, Calcutta 9111, etc. Means in this above example, or in this example, the data appears to be set of random words and the number. However, when that data is interpreted, organized and formatted, one can tell that is contact informations of a person name as XYZ. But it was not clear in the data. It was not clear in the data because that is not information, and the data is placed anyhow here and there, so there was no meaning. But now in the example of informations, you got the meaning of that information, that data. That's why anyone can say that is the contact informations of person name XYZ. Let's see need of informations or various concept used under in IT. Before we go to the various concept use of under IT, we must know what is the need of informations. Information is required to take short-term and long-term decision, and also to make a strategy decisions in an organization. Since we live in the information age, the information technology has become a part of our everyday life because information is having the meaning data does not have. So let's see various concepts used under IT. Before getting started, let's learn some of the important concepts used under information technology. And the first concept which is used in the information technology, that is computer. That everybody is familiar with this word. But how many of you know this word came from where? And what is the meaning of this word? The word computer is derived from a Latin word computere, which means to calculate, to count, to sum up, or to think together. Another way we can make its definition: computer is an electronic machine which accepts the input, process the same, and gives us the meaningful information. That machine called the computer. But this computer word is derived from the Latin word computere, and which means to calculate, to count, to sum up, or to think together. An electronic device which accepts input from the user, process it according to the instruction given to it, and gives the result in the form of output is computer. No any other machines. In a house there are so many machines are there. washing machine is there, fridge is there, or any other machines you will find in your house. But all the machines are not like a computers. For example, fridge and washing machines, they will not able to calculate, they will not able to count, they will not able to sum up or to think together. And these machines gives us a meaningful result, required result in the form of output, and that's why we call it computer. Now what is the next concept in the under the IT? Let's see, that is computer system. Now what is computer systems? A computer can process data, images, audio, video and graphic. A computer performs 5 major computer operations or function irrespective of their size, make, and these are: the first one, it accepts data or instructions by way of input. The computer systems accept the input from you, means user, in the form of data or the instruction. And the second, it store data. This computer system store the data, and once it is stored, it can be process data as required by the users, and it gives result in the form of output, and it controls all operations inside the computer. It controls all operations inside a computer. So these are the functions irrespective of their size. First, it accepts the data from the users, that is also called the input. It store it, it process and gives us a meaningful informations, and that machine called as the computer system. And the computer systems, what are the things are there? What are the architectures of the computers? If you open and if you see the computer, you will come to know the architectures of the computer system, its specifications, details, the set of software and the hardware technologies, standard interactive form of computer system. In short, computer architecture refer to how computer system is designed and how it work. So every computer system has the following 3 basic components. In that, first one is input unit. The second one is central processing unit. So everybody knows that you are calling that CPU. Most of the students still they did not know what is CPU. They are calling this cabinet that is called CPU, but this is not a CPU. CPU is a small chip placed on the motherboard. And the next one is the output unit. Means the computer system is made up of input, central processing unit and the output unit. Now let's see one by one. Input unit means what, central processing unit means what, and output unit means what, and what are their requirements and why it is important in the computer system. So let's see first input unit. This unit helps user to enter data and commands into the computer system. Data can be in the form of number, word, action, command, etc. The main functions of input device is to direct command and data into computer. The computer then uses its CPUs to process data and produce output. In short, we use the input unit to give command to the computer in the form of data, in the form of number, in the form of word, action, command, etc. And once it is given to the computer, the next task of the CPU, and CPU process the data and produce the output. For example, a keyboard is an input device that enters number and character. Similarly, even a mouse can be an input device for entering direction and command. Other example include barcode reader, magnetic ink character reader, MICR, optical character reader, OCR, etc. This type of input device is you will see in the mini market, suppose you went into the supermarket, there will be the barcode reader machines which scan the barcode of the particular project product. So other examples like MICR, magnetic ink character reader, or optical character reader. Optical character reader is used to scan the document. MICR, these magnetic ink character readers are used to scan the checks in a bank. So these are the input devices which work like a input. They send the input to the computer in the computer systems to process, and the CPU process and gives us a output. So another example of input device is the touch screen. Now this day you're using the smartphone. The smartphone having the touch screen. So user can simply touch this screen without using any other device to enter commands. From smartphone to ATM machine, these input devices have become very popular now this day. If you go outside, you will see the ATM machine over there. So what is the exactly work of ATM machine? What ATM stands for? Some people still they are calling ATM is all time money. This is not all time money or any time money. ATM stands for automatic trailer machines. Automatic trailer machine. It's not all time money, means anytime you go and the machine gives you the money. That's why the people think that all time money we get from the ATM. So that is called ATM. This is not the full form of ATM. ATM full form is automatic trailer machine, and this is also the input device. These machines count the money 3 times. First time it's make mistake, second time it's make mistake, but third time accurate money is pushed out and you are getting that money outside. So these are the input devices, and these input devices are now very popular now these days. The second one is central processing unit, that is called CPU. Central processing unit. You know that you are calling the cabinet of the computer called CPU, but that is not a CPU. CPU is exactly placed on the motherboard. Means after receiving data from the user or the command from the user, a computer system has to process it according to the instruction provided. And it has to rely on component called the central processing unit, the CPU. Further uses 3 elements. What are the 3 elements? What are the 3 parts are there in the CPU? The first part of the CPU is the arithmetic and logic unit. So let's see what is arithmetic and logic unit. And this is the part of the CPU. It performs arithmetic operations. It does basic mathematical calculation like addition, subtractions, multiplication, division, etc. Further, it can even perform logical functions like the comparisons of data. Even perform logical functions like greater than, less than. So this is called arithmetic and logical unit. Arithmetic operations means addition, subtraction, division, multiplications. And logic units means logicals as well as the comparisons of data. The next unit in the CPU is control unit. It's work like a traffic police. How the traffic police control the traffic on the road. Similar way in the computer system, control unit does the same. And this unit is the backbone of the computer. It is responsible for coordinating tasks between all components of the computer system. And the control unit collects data from input units and send it to processing unit depending on its natures. And finally, it's further processes data to output unit to the facility users. In short, it controls the data in the computer systems. And the next unit in the CPU is memory unit. Once a user enters data using input devices, the computer system stores this data in its memory unit, and this data will now remain here until other components of the CPU process it, and the memory unit uses a set of pre-programmed instruction to further transmit this data to other part of the CPU. The computer has a memory unit, and because of this the computer store the data. Otherwise, whatever data you are storing in the computer, it will get vanish. So these are the three part of the CPU, central processing unit. And the memory also is divided into, again, two type of memory, in two types. The type of memories are primary memory and the secondary memory, uh, that we are going to see in the next lectures. So I hope you understood the basic of information technology. Today in these lectures we have learned definitions of IT and ICT. We have learned understand the concept like a data and informations, various concept used under information technology. Thank you.